Good afternoon, all of you. This is M. Murali Krishna, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Chevrolet Engineering College. Today, I am explaining about construction details of engine lathe in production technology subject. So, in this construction, we have to see different parts are inserted in the lathe machine. So, you can see in this lathe machine there is different parts: headstock, tailstock, check, coolant supply, tool post, top slide, lead screw, feed shaft, cross slide, saddle handle, motor lever, saddle, emergency stop, lathe bed and arbor. So motor lever, gear levers. So these are all the different parts are inserted in the lathe machine. So the lathe machine is a assembly components of lathe machine. So this is a engine lathe. So in this engine lathe we are using different industries and different workshops and different companies. So this is the engine lathe. So what is the principle of lathe machine? So in previous classes we are discussing what is the working principle of lathe machine and what are the types of lathe machines. So you can see what is the principle of lathe machine. So the lathe is a machine tool which holds the workpiece between two rigid and strong supports called centers. So in this lathe machines there is two centers are available. One is live center and second one is dead center. So the end of the headstock spindle is called live center and the end of the tailstock spindle is called dead center. So these two are the two centers by using to hold the workpiece. So that is the two centers of the lathe machine. So the cutting tool is held and fed against the revolving work. So the cutting tool fed either parallel or right angles to the axis of workpiece or may also at an angle. So the workpiece should be rotated. So if the workpiece should be rotated and the tool should be fixed on that lathe machine. So the tool is moving at either it is parallel to the workpiece or right angle to the workpiece, or it should perform some angle on that workpiece. So in that workpiece it is rotated, so the tool should be parallel to the workpiece or we will maintain some angle on that workpiece. So the tool is used to remove the material from the workpiece. So how it should the material should be removed? By using the in the material removal process. So the material should be removed at layers or chips. So the material is removed chips or by using the layers. So that is the principle of lathe machine. So this is the principal parts of a lathe machine. So this is the 2D diagram of a lathe machine. So we have to ask in examination section, exam papers or external exams or internal exams, how to draw the lathe machine, what are the construction details of the lathe machine, what so he is asking construction details of the lathe machine. So how to draw and what are the parts involved in the lathe machine it is. So we can draw the 2D diagram. So this is the 2D diagram of the lathe machine. So in this lathe machine we have inserted in so many different parts. Headstock, the main parts are headstock, tailstock, tool post, bed, live center, dead center. So these are the main parts in the lathe machine, and also we have inserted in different components. It is cabinet like speed control levers, gearbox and cross slide, compound rest, handles, apron, saddles, longitudinal feed hand wheel, coolant tray, transverse feed hand wheel, oil collector, coolant, center line of lathe, dead center, tailstock, rack, lead screw, feed rod, cabinet leg, and so many parts are inserted in this lathe machine. So these are the principal parts of a lathe machine. So what are the main parts we are using in the lathe machine? We have to see. So the parts of engine lathe machine, it is bed, headstock, spindle, tailstock, carriage, feed mechanism. So these are the main parts we are using the engine lathe machine. So we are discussing in detail about these parts. So what is bed and why we use the bed in the engine lathe, and how it should be made and how it should be manufactured, and what type of material should be using to prepare a bed. So these are all things we will discuss. So bed is the main body of the lathe made from sturdy cast iron. So the bed should be what type of material it is used? It is the cast iron. So the cast iron of that material is used to prepare the bed. So how many ways of the product is to prepare of the bed? So the ways are ground surfaces on the top side of the bed on which the carriage and tailstock ride. So the bed is used to it is hold the one end is placed on the headstock and another end is placed on the tailstock, and also we should place a carriage and tool post on this bed. So the bed is the main thing in the lathe machine. So in this bed we should prepare casting operation. So the casting operation we should prepare the lathe machine bed. And you can see the headstock and spindle. So the next part, headstock and spindle. So the headstock comprises the rectangular metal casting at the left end of the lathe. So the headstock is placed at the left end of the bed. So the left end of the bed means in that lathe machine, the left portion of the bed we should fixed on the headstock. So the headstock is fixed, it should not move. So the tailstock should move only, the headstock not moving on the lathe machine. So it contains the spindle shaft and it supports the bearings and high or low speed shift lever and gears. So in this headstock we should fix at bearings, high or low control levers, speed control levers, and gearboxes are also fixed on the headstock. That's why the headstock is not moving. So the headstock should be fixed on the bed on the lathe machine. Spindle is the main rotating shaft on which the chuck is mounted. It's supported by the prison thrust bearings. So the spindle should be revolved, the spindle should be rotated of the headstock. So in that headstock a motor is placed on that lathe machine. It is to connect with by the end of the motor pulley and by the end of the headstock shaft pulley. So it is connected by using the different mechanisms of belt drive systems or chain drive systems or gear systems. So these are these mechanisms we should connect and to rotate the headstock spindle. So at the end of the headstock spindle it is called lathe center. So in this lathe machine we have two centers is available, lathe center and dead center. So the end of the headstock spindle it is called lathe center and the end of the tailstock spindle it is called dead center. So this is the headstock and spindle. So how it should manufacture the headstock? So the manufacturing operation is the headstock is to prepare the casting operation. So in this headstock we should insert different products, different parts is inserted in this headstock. It is work holding devices, spindle, gears, levers. So these are all are made up of some machining operation. Also the casting operation is also provided to make these parts. So that is the headstock and spindle. So and what is tailstock? So the tailstock means upper and lower tailstock castings. It is adjusted for taper or parallel turning by the two screws set in base. So in that base there is adjusted at the taper or parallel turning by the two screws. It means though the end of the headstock spindle center what it is, same the type of tailstock spindle is also placed on that lathe machine. So the center of the and the axis of the lathe machine is only one axis. The live center and the dead center is only one axis of operation, and the tailstock clamp locks the tailstock in any position along bed of lathe. So in that tailstock one tailstock lock is provided. By using this lock, which place should stop the tailstock, we should stop on that lathe machine. So which place should move that tailstock, we should release that lock, we should move the tailstock on that lathe machine. So that by using this by using the lock, this is the operation. Tailstock spindle has internal taper to receive dead center. So the tailstock spindle has, it is a internal receive dead center. So the end of the tailstock spindle, it is called dead center. So in that live center and dead center, these two centers we should fix the our product, our workpiece on these two centers we are fixing. Provides support for right hand end of work, provides support the right hand of end of the work. So the workpiece should fix on the headstock spindle, means the work holding devices is placed in the headstock spindle, so it should fix the workpiece. So the tailstock spindle should be moved, axis is same, the axis of operation is same, the rotation is same, but the tailstock should be moved on the lathe machine. So that is the tailstock. So you can see this is the diagram of the tailstock. So that is the dead center. So the end of the tailstock spindle is called dead center. That is the tailstock spindle, tailstock spindle clamp and tailstock hand wheel. So why you use the tailstock hand wheel means the tailstock spindle, it should move at left and right portion of the tailstock. So the tailstock clamp lever and offsetting screw. So these are the parts are inserted in the tailstock. So in that lathe machine, carriage and saddle. So the carriage and saddle is also a part in that lathe machine. It is also a one important part in the lathe machine. So the carriage supports the cross slide compound and tool post. So mainly the carriage is used to slide the tool post. To slide the tool post, it should slide at forward and backward direction of that lathe machine, and it is also the tool post is used to perform some angle or angle to the workpiece. So the carriage is mainly used on that operation. It should move along the ways under manual or power feed. So it should move along the manual or power feeds, and saddle rides across the top of the waist and the apron. So apron is I will explain apron, what is apron, what are the parts of apron in I will explain. Saddle supports the carriage hand wheel. So the saddle supports the carriage hand wheel. So the saddle is to support the carriage handwheel. So the carriage handwheel, you can see the diagram, there is a carriage handwheel and there is a saddle is placed. So carriage handwheel moves the carriage along the ways by means of a rack and pinion drive system. So there is a mechanism is placed in this carriage and saddle, is inserted, he is placing one mechanism, rack and pinion mechanism, rack and pinion drive system is placed in this carriage and saddle. So in this mechanism, so the carriage should slide at the lathe machine. So the carriage should slide at forward and backward direction, and the tool post should slide angle of inclination. So the tool post is rotated at 360 degrees angle. So we should place at 45 degrees angle, we should perform a 70 degrees angle, 30 degrees angle, 90 degrees angle, 180 degrees, 120, how in 360 degrees angle it should rotate the tool post. So that is the carriage and saddle. So in that carriage and saddle, it has occurred cross slide and compound slide. So the cross slide and compound slide. So in this cross slide and compound slide is to use the moving of carriage and saddle, is to by the help of cross slide and compound slide to move the carriage and saddle. So the cross slide is a dovetail slide that moves at a right angle to the waist. So the compound sits on the top of the cross slide and can be rotated to set the tool to advance at an angle of the workpiece. So it is the advance of the angle of the workpiece. So the tool post should be rotated. The tool post should be adjusted by using this cross slide and compound slide. And what is tool post and what are the tools are using in the lathe machine? So you can see what is the tool post. The tool post can hold up to 4 tools at once, each locked in place by hexagonal head cap screws. So in this tool post we are placing 4 different type of tools should placed at once, and each locked in place by hexagonal head cap screws. The tool post rotate along a large bolt on the top of the compound slider is locked in place by clamping lever, and tool can be ready-made carbide tip tools. So you can see there is 3 main types of tool post used in the holding lathe cutting tools. It is ring and rocker, 4-way turret, quick change. So these are the 3 different types of tool post. You can see the 4-way tool post. So this is the 4-way tool post. It has 4 ways or sides which allow 4 cutting tools to be held in the same time. So in this tool post, 4 different types of cutting tools should be placed on this tool post. For example, a single point cutting tool, multi-point cutting tool, or different type of material, suppose stainless steel or cast iron. So these type of different materials are different point cutting tools are placed at a time on that 4-way tool post. So that is the use of 4-way tool post. And so what is the work holding devices? So these work holding devices are fixed on the headstock spindle. So these work holding devices are fixed on the headstock. Some lathe machines have a spindle is placed, and some machines have work holding devices is placed on the lathe machine. So you can see what are the work holding devices. So 3 jaws chuck. So in this work holding devices, there is a different types of work holding devices, 3 jaws chuck and 4 jaws chuck. What is 3 jaws chuck? You can see the diagram. There is 3 teeth are occurred. So for holding cylindrical stock centered, for facing center drilling the end of the your aluminum stock. So that is the 3 jaw chuck. So in the 3 jaw chuck, it means there is 3 jaws are placed in the work holding devices, and 4 jaw chuck. 4 jaw chuck means the jaws are placed at 4 jaws on that headstock. So this is independent chuck generally has 4 jaws which are adjusted individually on the chuck face by means of adjusting screws. By adjusting the screws, the chucks in this chuck, by using these chucks to fix the workpiece, by using it is a 0 degrees angle or right angle or some angle of inclination is also provided by using this work holding devices. And collet chuck, and it has also a collet chuck and magnetic chuck is also provided on the lathe machine. So you can see what is collet chuck. Collet chuck is used to hold small workpieces. So collet chuck is mainly used to hold the small amount of workpieces on that lathe machine, and thin jobs can be held by means of magnetic chucks. So in this magnetic chucks are used to hold the workpieces at, it is a magnetic chucks of the thin jobs. So thin amount of material should be hold on that workpiece by using the magnetic chucks on the lathe machine. And lathe centers, so it is also a one parts are inserted in the lathe machine. Lathe centers, so work to be turned between these centers only. So one is the live center and another one is dead center. So these are the two different centers of the lathe machine. So it has to provide have center hole drill in each end, provides the bearing surfaces, support during cutting. Most common have solid most taper shank 60 degrees centers, steel with carbide tips. So these tips are called, it is carbide tips. So what type of material have to make these centers? It is carbide tips, and care to adjust and lubricate occasionally. So in these centers we have to maintain the lubrication is occurred on these centers. So why we apply the lubrication on these centers? It is so the frictional forces are developed and stresses are developed in these lathe centers. So we should reduce the friction, we should reduce the corrosion resistance, we should reduce the wear resistance of these lathes. We should apply the lubricants on these centers. And apron, so apron, it is a fastened to saddle, houses gears and mechanism required to move carriage or cross slide automatically. And locking off lever inside apron prevents engaging split nut lever, automatically feed lever at the same time. So the apron hand will turn manually to move carriage along lathe bed. So you can see the diagram of the apron. So in this apron it has inserted in so many components. So apron, it has apron hand wheel, cross screw hand wheel, saddle. On this apron it should place a compound rest to screw handle, cross slide, split nut lever, automatic feed lever, feed directional plunger. So these are all things we are all fixed on the apron. And ring and rocker, so with this type tools are quickly adjusted and center height by moving the rocker which beds on the loose ring around the main post. So in this ring and rocker, by using this ring and rocker to adjust the tools at center by using the moving the rocker and the bed on that lathe machine. What is compound slide and top slide? So it is also a one part of the compound slide and top slide. So the compound slide, it would move the tool post some angle to that workpiece. So by using this compound slide, it is to move the tool post at some angle. So it is fixed on the top of the cross slide and can be turned to any desired angle. So the compound slide is useful for turning and boring short tapers of and chamfers of the lathe machine. Quick change, so the quick change means it is the tool post, how we should change the tool post and what are the different types of tools inserted in the tool post, how we should change. So quick change means no need for packing, the adjustment is done by means of screw. There are separate tool holders that fit the four faces of the main block and are easily removed and returned to exactly the same setting. So in this quick change operation, quick change lathe tool post, we should remove and return exactly on the same setting of the tool post. So that is the quick change in the lathe machine. So quick change gearbox contains number of different size gears, provides feed rod and lead screw with various speeds for turning and thread cutting operations. So in this feed rod, advances carriage and automatic feed lever engaged. Lead screw advances the carriage for thread cutting operation and split nut lever engage. So in this quick change gearbox, so in that gearbox there is different gears are inserted in that gearbox. Why you should use the gearbox? It is to thread cutting operations or split nut lever engaged. So the thread cutting operations, if it has any thread cutting operations, we have to perform any threading operations on that workpiece, we should perform and we should activate this gearbox. So it is the use of quick change gearbox in the lathe machine. So it is the you can see the diagram, that is the quick change gearbox. In that gearbox different types of gears are inserted in the gearbox. So lathe sizes, so in industrial so the lathes are used so many industries, it is large industries and small scale industries. We have to what's our work requirement, based upon our work requirement we are using different sizes and different types of lathes we are using. So you can see it is the one type of industrial lathe machine. So what is the size of that lathe machine? You can see that lathe machine, it is a very large size of lathe machine. So in that lathe machine it has also some bed is available, a headstock is available, the tail stock is available, two centers are placed, live center and dead center is placed. So in these two center we have to fix a cylindrical workpiece is fixed on the two centers. So these amount of large sizes of lathes are also we are using the industrial applications. So it is also a one type of large lathe machine. So thank you guys, thank you. In further classes we will discuss what are the operations of lathe machines, what are the materials used to perform the lathe machine, we will discuss. Thank you guys.